This was the craziest day of spearing so far. Started at 2 a.m. when my alarm went off.
Waking up at 2 a.m. for spearfishing.
A little bit of a road trip to the zone. I was meeting up with the boys to go spearing. We're in the water on the boat by like sunrise. Punch out to the zone, another 45 minutes in the boat. And I'm like, all right, you guys go ahead in the first drift. I'm tired. I throw the guys in the water and Emma's like, yo, throw that throw flasher. There's wahoo everywhere. He immediately plugs one and it's a perfect holding shot. Wahoo takes off like crazy, like they always do. As the fish tries to drag that float away, Emma notices some tension in the line that should not be there.
Fish on! Lift up the motor!
His float is stuck in the motor. I'm like, damn it, this is my fault. The float should have been clear when I threw it in the water, and I'm tripping that we're gonna lose this fish, but thankfully Emma acts super fast, gets it loose, and was able to free that fish. This stuff's all super critical because wahoo have incredibly soft skin, so any excess pressure can cause the fish to tear off.
It's a solid one.
That's why good shot placement is so important. As he's fighting his fish, dragging him one way, Luis shoots another one from the same school, dragging him the opposite way. This was also crazy, I wasn't able to film. Emma first calls me, he's like, yo daddy, bring me another gun, 80-pound wahoo. And so I immediately bring him another gun, throw it to him. At the same time, I'm keeping my eye on Luis, who's like a few hundred yards away, and it's rough seas, so I can barely see him popping up above the water. His float's gone, getting dumped by this Ono. And so I'm like, yo, Emma, I gotta go get Luis. So I rush over to him. Let's go find your fish, bro. And we're looking around, waiting for that float to pop back up. There it pops up. We rush over to it, start pulling it in, and it had been sharked, unfortunately. I think this was a scenario where the float got dragged under by the wahoo, and the wahoo just went deep and deep and then got eaten by sharks, which kept the float down. So we weren't even able to have a chance at that fish. We rush back to Emma, who has his one wahoo in one hand, and then he has two spear guns because the other one never got into range. Pretty solid start to the day, already one huge Ono in the boat. And it was my turn to get in the water, and we were immediately greeted by some hungry reef sharks. These sharks were acting like nothing I'd ever seen, like so aggressive at the surface, swimming at our fins, like just messing with us the whole time. And at a certain point we were like, yo, we gotta try something else. So we shift a little bit, try to get away from the sharks, and hop back in the water, do another drift. As I'm laying down some chum, this is a moment I'll never forget. Emma calmly tapped me on the shoulder. I turn around and it's a wall of giant Onos. That one fish just stood out from the crowd as the clear biggest.
That's a monster, bro.
I decided to stick around, see if we could turn this into a doubleheader. Right here I realized I was rushing it and chasing them, so I figured I'll just go to the surface, breathe, and wait for him to come back.
I'm on.
I saw that slip tip stick the Ono pretty good, so I fully grabbed my float line and just let the fish drag me. This is something I've never done before, but I was willing to risk it because of how sharky it was that day. So I'm taking a gamble. Let's see if it pays off.
Come on, I'm getting dragged.
In this moment, I feel pretty good because the Ono's at the surface, so normally they're not getting eaten like right at the top. But right here, my line goes slack and I see the Wahoo charging me, and I know it's about to get insane. Now it's getting real. There's a bunch of sharks everywhere. I'm holding this big Ono, trying to fight it with my left hand and keeping my right hand free so I can fend off the sharks. Man, and when they're at the surface with the fins back like this, you know, swimming up to test me, it's starting to get a little nerve-wracking. My main goal in this scenario is now protecting myself. So I just keep my head on a swivel, and whenever they're coming up to me, I just charge back at them so they know I'm a threat.
Float!
At this point, I already let go of the line, so the Ono swam far away, but these sharks are still circling me.
Float! Can I get in? There's a bunch of sharks. Yeah, I had them at the surface. Huh? Okay, where's the float? Can I get in the boat and we go get it? I had the fish at the surface, but there was 4 sharks.
So in this moment, after I turned off my camera, I get back in the boat, rush over to my float. In my head, I'm thinking it's only like a month after this injury. I do not want to get attacked by another shark. So I hop in the boat, I'm pulling in the line, and then I feel this doof, and then nothing. And at that point, I know my stuff just got sharked. So I pull back in the line. The shaft is still there, but my slip tip's completely gone because I'm using a Spectra line, so the sharks are able to just bite right through that.
What you got there, bro? Stud.
And as I was fighting for my life from the sharks, Emma managed to land his all in one piece with no issues.
You gotta go exactly to the same spot.
Yeah.
This was another Wahoo, easily over 50 pounds. Thing was a stud, maybe 60, I don't know. We didn't have a scale.
That's a big Wahoo.
After all that insanity, we're back in the water in the next drift, trying to do it again. I saw some Onos come through, so I just dropped my flasher straight below us and waited around at the surface, trying to act chill until they come within range. cooked it so bad. It just makes me sick to watch. At least we got another chance. My dive partner is about to slam the next one.
We just missed 2 Wahoo. We just missed.
Sometimes you just rush it and miss. Honestly, there's just no excuse. But this next one is a super good example of what happens when you're extremely patient. This Ono is super far away and on his way a different direction, so I just alert my dive partner and return to the surface. Watch how long this Ono just swims around by the flashers because he's not being threatened.
Luis is on! Oh, that was... Get ready to shoot him again. I will. Yeah. Dude, that was so awesome.
As you could see, we put a lot of pressure on this fish, trying to keep it away from the sharks, but as I dive down for the second shot, this thing's just getting absolutely frenzied, like 8 to 10 sharks down there tearing it apart. It's honestly heartbreaking. I don't think they know how much poke bowls and ceviche I would have eaten out of that. Especially after such a patient hunt, to have it just destroyed by sharks felt a little unfair.
Fuck sharks. It was like 10 sharks all over it. Huh? They're deep eating it.
So we ended the day with another Ono getting sharked, putting us at 3 for the day, eaten. It's really a shame when this happens, but I feel like we did the best we could, especially this one. We were right on the float as soon as possible, and the fish just went deep and got eaten. There's nothing we could do. Super challenging, long day, waking up early, driving, running the boat, fending off sharks, but to have those encounters in the water is worth every minute. After all that, I'm so grateful everyone made it back home safe, so stay tuned. There's a bunch more crazy action to share. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for the support.